Welcome to Thursday's action here on the Vanguard softball field. Justin Burtis with you here for the first game, the 10 a.m. game featuring the West Coast Wild and the Salty Waves. The West Coast Wild comfortably at the top of the standings at the moment with an 11-3 record. The Orange County Crush and the Salty Waves are chasing them. Both at 7-6-1. Ducktown got their second win yesterday over the Waves, but the Quacks are 2-12. The Salty Waves, all their pitchers are away, and so they will be nabbing Sofia Garcia from the West Coast Wild, and this one will be going 5 innings. Garcia, at least for the Wild, 32 innings of work, 4-0 with an ERA of 1.31, 37 hits, 14 runs, of which 6 have been earned, 9 walks, and 14 strikeouts for the Lewis Clark player. She'll be facing a lineup that features Jada Montoya leading off, Maddie Lardizappel batting second, Austin Comstock third, Harper Campanella in the cleanup spot, McKenna Dare batting fifth, Andy Myers batting sixth, Lily Rice seventh, Marina Egbert moving up. She was slotted in behind Garcia, but that was yesterday, so in the lineup given to me. So she'll be batting 8th, Leah Griffel 10th, and Mackenzie Warner 11th. Catching, Dylan Tapia to start things off with Bailey Brand-Costaleja at first. Alex Garcia is getting the nod at second, Allie Wolf at third, and Sage Vandermark at short. Brooklyn House is in left, Kenny Thompson center, Alina Foreman is in right. Strike one to Montoya. Leadoff hitter for the Wild, hitting .333. Pitch high in the air to right field, and it's dropping in. A blue base hit.
Blue base hit. Very tough.
And then breaking out of her slump is Maddie Lardizappel with a shot into the corner, and the throw to third, just sliding in there safely under the tag of Wolf is Montoya. A double for Lardizappel. Back-to-back hits for the West Coast Wild, as Lardizappel hitting .417 as of today, 15 hits and 12 at-bats, hitless in her past 3. First pitch, waiting in a drive in a left field corner, and it is Foreman in left, and she got there and threw it in, but a little late to get Montoya at third. So 2 up, 2 hits, 2 on, and a strike to Austin Comstock. Leading the team now on average with a .471 mark, 16 hits, 14 singles, a double and a triple. Leading the way with 10 runs batted in 34 ABs. The lefty against her Wild teammate. Throw on the third, not in time, but it's a strike down the middle, 1-1. Next one, Comstock, that's high in the air but in the infield. Garcia makes the slightly unnecessary catch with the infield fly rule in effect, but does catch it for out number 1. Brings up Harper Campanella, who's hitting .378 on the summer. 14 hits, 7 singles, 4 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, and 8 driven in with 12 runs scored. That's second on this Wild team, even though Campanella has been batting mostly in the bottom half of the lineup. Takes ball 1 from her Lewis Clark teammate. And Garcia comes with it, and that is a shot foul on the left field side. A ball and a strike as Tapia comes out to get on the same page with Garcia. Waves wearing the black uniforms, the Wild and the white. Here in the final day of action before the 4th of July break. 2:18 down the left field line, 2:15 down the right field line. 1-1. Garcia on the way. Just misses outside at the knees. A ball to make the count 2-1. Top of the first and out but 2 in scoring position for Campanella, who looks at ball 3. The overcast skies once again getting us going here on this morning game's time slot, but they are clearing ever so slowly, and a walk loads the bases. Garcia, a walk, 2 hits allowed. McKenna Dare, her other Lewis Clark teammate, hitting .333. 7 singles, 3 doubles, 3 triples, 8 runs batted in. Hits it to the gap in right center field. This is going to open the scoring by at least 2, maybe 3. Campanella's chugging hard. She's going to be waved around to home. Dare's in there standing up second safely. It's a 3-run bases clearing double for McKenna Dare. Three hits, 3 runs. Get him on and get him home. McKenna Dare picking up her 4th double of the summer, and she now has a team leading 11 runs batted in. Addison Myers swing and miss at the first offering from Garcia. That will put Dare solidly into second place in runs batted in across the Golden Bay Collegiate League. That's a swing and a miss. 0-2. Tapia thinking about trying to get Dare, who's making some noise out there at second, but no throw, and she's back there safely. Avery Cordell, the OC Crush, leading away with 15, but with that double, Dare jumps Tapia. There's the throw, and Garcia.
Nice.
Well,
Dang.
was a little late on the hop to get to the gun from Tapia, and she tripped as she made the catch, but she did hold on to it. And so Dare's in there safely, and Garcia getting an extra moment to gather herself as she spilled forward, but good athleticism to hold on to it. 1-2. Delivery from Garcia is pop foul and out of play. Tapia was tied with Austin Comstock of the Wild, second for the league with 10 runs batted in, so put Dare in that 2 spot. Tapia and Comstock slide down into a tie for 3rd. And that's another foul, getting up and over. Getting right off the bleacher over off to our right. Allie Wolf of the Salty Waves leads the league with 8 doubles. Dare moves into a tie with second with her teammate Campanella. Ashley Long of the Crush. Brian Castilleja of the Waves. And Avery Cordell of the Crush with 4 doubles. Back up the middle, and Garcia has it in the mitt. Reaching out with the left hand, and she's got it for out number 2.
She grabbed it, right?
Mm-hmm. Line out.
Yeah.
Myers entered with a .316 average, 12 hits and 38 at-bats, but cannot advance McKenna Dare. Swing and a miss for Lily Rice, 0-1. She's hitting .333 with 10 hits. 2 doubles, 8 singles, and 7 runs batted in. Could make it 8 with a knock. As Dare has some good wheels out there. Swing and a miss, though. Back-to-back times. Rice can't connect. It's 0-2. Rice awaits and lays off on the outside pitch. 1-2.
I think they should have just scrambled both the full team today. Just completely mixed up the players.
Swing and foul tip. Next one on the way, just high, 2-2. And Dare is almost halfway to third base. just asking for Tapia to try and pick her off. Tapia won't take the bait.
Baby's like, just do it.
Pitch on its way and check swing. Now Dare goes, and so Dare steals third on ball 3, asking for an appeal. No appeal is going to be forthcoming. So it's a full count to Rice. Garcia delivers a ball upstairs for a walk. So that's 2 walks for the starter. Runners at the corners for Marina Egbert.
Quiet today.
Egbert hitting .281, 9 hits, 3 doubles, 5 singles, and a home run. Just a little over a week ago, grounder to Wolf. Throw across the diamond will do it to retire the side. So the Wild score 3 on 3 hits, leave 2 runners aboard. Couple walks for Garcia will take us to the bottom of the first. Egbert just grounded out, but she will grab her mitt and get the start for the Wild. This will be her 5th start. She's 5-2 with a save. 38 hits, 19 runs, of which 16 have been earned, 10 walks to 20 strikeouts, leading the Wild. Her ERA is sitting at 3.73. She's going to be throwing, at least to begin with, to Austin Comstock, with Mackenzie Warner at first, Lily Rice at second, Harper Campanella in third, Marta Zabel at the shortstop spot. Jada Montoya is in left, McKenna Dare in center, and Sofia Garcia was scheduled to play in right field, but that will be Leah Griffel out there with Garcia switching teams. Alina Foreman will lead it off for the Salty Waves. Kennedy Thompson batting second. Well, it could be Addie Myers, too. We'll see which one goes out there. Kennedy Thompson batting second for the Waves. Allie Wolf batting third. Brooklyn House in the cleanup role with Alex Garcia behind her. Batting sixth, Dylan Tapia. Bailey Brain Costalejo batting seventh. Sage Vandermark batting eighth. And Garcia will be in the 9-hole for the Wild. And it looks like it will be Myers getting the nod to start in right field, so Griffel will be the extra arm in the dugout for the West Coast Wild to kick things off. The Waves 3 hits yesterday. Team average at 304 entering the day. And Alina Foreman will lead it off, hitting .250. 10 hits, 7 singles, 2 doubles, a triple, 5 runs batted in 40 at-bats. Playing in every game so far has the University of North Dakota player. And we will see if the Salty Waves can find the offense, as they have been limited in their past few outings. Losing 3-1 and 8-1 over the last 2 games. Did beat the Wild 2-0, as that's a ball to get things going for Egbert. But again, only 4 runs across their last 3 games, to where most of the rest of their games they'd scored at least 3 or 4 in each game. 1-1. Inside, hops off the dirt into the padding in front of us. 2-1, right? Mm-hmm. 2 balls and a strike. On its way, swing and a miss. Egbert brings it over the outer half. Foreman can't connect, and it's a full count. So, payoff pitch. Foul tipped. Foreman will be followed by Thompson and Wolf here in the bottom of the first. Egbert throws it high. I guess that's ball 3. I thought we were at a full count. Anyway, that's another foul on the first payoff pitch. So we will do it again. Hope you're getting excited for America's 250th birthday tomorrow. Is hit foul out of play behind us. Getting to a good age, that.
There you go.
76, what, 75? Very good year, yes. And that pitch is foul down the right side. So Foreman, with 8 pitches thrown her way, has been able to handle everything Egbert has thrown so far. Now the NYU starter throws it inside for a ball, and now it will officially be a walk. So each pitcher has offered a free pass. 1 for Egbert, 2 for Garcia. Kennedy Thompson out of the University of Hawaii, hitting .387 so far this summer with 12 hits, 8 singles, a double, and 3 triples. That's a strike. Lower part of the zone, 0-1, 6 runs batted in for Kennedy. With those 3 triples is tied with at least 5 other players for the league high. That's Lardizabal catching it for out number 1 on the pop out to the Wild shortstop. Brings up Allie Wolf. Savannah Gatewood is leading the way for the Waves in terms of batting average, but Thompson second on the team as Wolf powers one deep to left field. Montoya is going back and well short of the track, has got it for out number 2. Wolf third in average at .385, 15 hits, leading the league in with 8 doubles, 7 singles, and 6 runs batted in. But a swing on the first pitch, and she is out number 2. Brooklyn House, the teammate to Foreman from North Dakota. .275 hitter, 11 hits, 8 singles, 3 doubles, 4 driven in, takes strike 1 at the knees, outer half. 0-1. So again, we're not playing games tomorrow on the 4th. And no games over the weekend as well. That's low and inside to the backstop it goes, and the green batting helmet of Foreman bobs over to second base on the wild pitch. 1-1. So this will be the last game for the next 3 days. We'll get back here on Monday, and then we'll finish things off next weekend as that crosses above the belt on the outer half. 2 balls and a strike. Chronic champion hopefully a week from tomorrow in 1 game, as that is up, and behind second Lily Rice is there, and she has the catch for the 3rd out, and so a walk does not do anything for the Salty Waves, who leave a runner on base, and it's 3-0 in favor of the Wild after 1. Top of the second, Leah Griffel batting for the Wild. Griffel entering with a 121 average with 4 hits. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 3 doubles and a single for Griffel. West Valley Community College hitting .214 in 12 games there. And that one hit to short. Vandemark over to first for out number 1. But Griffel's team did well, going 42-5, losing in the second round of the state championships. A lot of good experience for Griffel, but up and down is she to bring up Mackenzie Waters, hitting 182. 3 singles and a double in 22 at-bats. Looks at a ball from teammate Garcia, who again throwing for the Waves, who are without any of their pitchers. First pitch, and that one popped up to second, and Garcia has it on the run for out number 2. Back to the top of the lineup, and Jada Montoya. Her single last time up, moving her into a tie with Campanella with 14 knocks on this Wild side. Tied for third. Strike 1 in her half at the belt. Montoya now on a 3-game hitting streak. 2 on July 1st, 1 yesterday, 1 today. And the next pitch she hits to right field, and Brooklyn House makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Garcia in the top of the second. Moves us to the bottom half in this 5-inning game. Bottom of the second, Alex Garcia will lead it off. Garcia looks at low. Ball 1, hitting 235 is Alex. Actually, 222, 235 as of yesterday, 222 today. 8 hits and 36 at-bats, 5 singles, 3 doubles, 4 runs driven in, and winds one that Campanella bends down and snags out of midair for out number 1. A hard hit. Ball to open the bottom of the second, but it's lined right to the Lewis Clark defender. And she's got it. Brings up Dylan Tapia, hitting 361. Looks at ball 1. 13 hits, 12 singles. Top of the squad in that department. And a double. leading the Waves with 10 runs batted in. Again, that's tied for third in the league. Ball 2 from Egbert. Playoff format next week will be double elimination to crown a champion.
Give the Quackers a chance.
30 straight balls from Egbert. Let's see if she can find the zone. 3-0. And Tapia shows bunt, pulls it back. And though she tried to disrupt the vision of Egbert, does not work out. It's 3-1. Gamesmanship from Tapia. And she will hold again and take a walk. Didn't swing, and it's 2 walks now for each pitcher. Bailey Brown-Costaleja, the hitter now for the Salty Waves out of Cal State Northridge. Bailey's hitting .220. 5 singles, 4 doubles. In 41 at-bats with 3 runs driven in. Catcher first baseman for the Salty Waves starting at first, taking strike 1. Five for 6 are the Waves stealing bases on the season, and that's grounded left side. Lardizabal off her glove into her hand. Throw is low into the fence, and to third goes Tapia on the error by Lardizabal. First error of the game puts runners at the corners. She almost bailed herself out as she hit it off the glove, popped it up, kept her eye on the ball, caught it, then gunned it over the first, but she knew she had to rush, and so it was zipped right under the mitt of Myers at first. Sage Vandermark swings to the first pitch and fouls it away. Vandermark playing in her 6th game for the Golden Bay Summer League. Hitting .250 in 12 at-bats. 2 singles and a double. And that one's to the screen. Egbert comes home to guard the plate, but Costaleja over to second on the wild pitch. 1-1, a foul and 1 to the screen. Vandermark with 1 run batted in. Could make it 3 if she can find green grass out here in the large outfield of the Vanguard softball field. That one outside. She lays off 2-1. And then Garcia will follow her. 1 out, 2 on here for the Salty Waves. Waves, you trail by 3. That's high for another ball. Three balls and a strike. Delivery, Egbert, her 3rd walk.
You need your tablecloth?
Not yet. So that will load up the bases for Garcia.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah.
Garcia for the Wild in 29 at-bats is hitting .310 with 9 hits, 8 singles, and a double. 4 runs batted in. The stats with her as a Wave won't tally over to that, but we can try and do the mental math ourselves. And pops the first one up and out of play. She has 1 game played already for the Waves. Did not get a chance to hit in that one. Through 3 innings. 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, and a walk in a losing effort for Salty. She loops that one over Lardizabal into shallow left field. 1 run will score. It's 3-1 as Comstock grabs onto the throw that came home. RBI single for Garcia. That would be her 10th hit of the summer. She now would have 5 RBI if you carry things over. Bailey Brown-Costaleja at 3rd. Vandemark at second. Garcia at first. Foreman 0 for 0 with a walk. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Foreman, a walk yesterday. 0 for 1 otherwise. Takes ball 2 inside.
The first one was a swing miss.
1-1. Hitless over her past 4 games. Has had a couple 2-game hitting streaks throughout the summer. That one low and away. 2-1 with Thompson on deck. Foreman, foul, right side. 2-2. Runners everywhere for the Salty Waves. Now trailing by 2. And Garcia picking up the first hit with that single for the Salty Waves. That has popped up in the infield. It is now headed towards foul territory, and Comstock behind the plate has got it for a foul out for out number 2. But the bases are still loaded for Thompson. Kennedy hit lower down the order yesterday, went 0 for 2. Has only 2 games, yesterday and June 30th, where she has had 0 hits. Everything else at least 1. Had an 8-game hitting streak going from the 13th to the 24th. Her high was 3 against the Quacks on June the 21st. Swing, grounder, left side. Lardizabal covers ground. It's under her glove. 2 runs are going to score. It's a tie game. Garcia to second. Thompson to first. What do you think? Did you give it a single?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. The second hit of the game, a 2 RBI single for Thompson. Swing and miss from Wolf, 0-1. So Thompson has herself her first hit of the day, giving her a hit in all but 2 games this season. And with that single, Thompson up to 13 hits and 8 runs batted in. Strike on the outer half makes it 0-2 on Wolf. Garcia at second, Thompson at first. And Wolf fouls it away. New ball game here in the bottom of the second. Both sides with a 3 spot on the board. Wolf has had 2 hits in a game 6 times over this summer. Takes ball 1. That is her single game high. A hit would put her back on a 2-game hitting streak. She had one yesterday, but strikes out to retire the side. So that's 2 runners left on base, but a couple hits, a couple walks, and an error have brought in 3, and it's 3-3 headed to the 3rd. Out. First pitch, Lardizabal swings it, and right field on the line. Garcia tracked it, moving from second to right field, immediately asked a question by the Clemson shortstop. Right near the line, it probably was a fair ball if it gets down. Garcia stays with it and makes the catch for out number 1.
Got a magnetic glove today. Oh, I put.
Next pitch from Garcia is swung on as well. Vandermark off a hop to get Comstock in time. Vandermark came in, and I think she expected it to stay up and fall in her glove. It landed, quick one hop, and running towards home plate, slings it with the right arm over to Bailey Broncos-Leha at first, beating Comstock by about a step or a little less for out number 2. Ground out to short. Campanella grounds it foul on the left side. Quick couple hitters here for the Wild in the top of the 3rd. Campanella scored 2 runs yesterday and had a walk. No hits, though, in 2 at-bats. LC player against LC player. That's high for a ball. Campanella had 3 hits against the OC Crush on June 20th. That's a single game high for her. 5 multi-hit games this summer. 0 for 0 with a walk. 2-1. The delivery on its way. Low for ball 3. Had a 3-game hitting streak to start the season, but has not been able to string together consistent hit streak since then, but is aboard again with a walk. 0 for 0, 2 times aboard for Campanella. McKenna Dare had herself a day yesterday. 2 hits, 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored in 3 ABs, and both of her hits were triples. High and at the belt for strike 1. That's a ball. 1-1. So all 3 Lewis Clark players featuring at the moment. Garcia throwing to Dare with teammate Campanella at first. Dare now on a 3-game hitting streak with their double today. That's a strike on the other half. 1-2. Dare has hit 2 hits in a game 4 times now after yesterday. 2-2. Dare lifts it, left field, down inside the line. That's going to be a double for Dare. Campanella will hold at 3rd. She had 2 triples yesterday. Likes the consistency. 2 for 2 so far today with 2 doubles. Back-to-back 2-hit games for McKenna Dare. Entered the day with 3 doubles. Give her 5. Myers, a line out to the pitcher her last time up. Or excuse me, Lily. Yeah, Myers takes ball 1 high. Hitting 316 entering the day. Myers. Yesterday, an RBI hit. A single. Foul makes it 1-1. A walk and a walk in 2 at-bats. So 1 for 2 was Myers. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Had a 5-game hitting streak going from the 18th to the 23rd with 2 2-hit games and a 3-hit game against the Crush on June the 21st. That included her home run high to make it even at 2 apiece. Has not had a multi-hit game since then, though. The delivery. Hit right back up the middle. It's going to score 2. And the Wild are back in front. Myers goes to second on the throw. A single 2 RBI hit for Myers gives her 13 hits this summer and 11 RBI.
So single.
Single, yep, save, bring the other person home on the same play, on last play, and move her to second on throw.
Dude, she could have had her out. Oh, great hit.
Next pitch popped up, foul territory, and it gets out of play for Lily Rice, who's 0 for 0 with a walk. 5 hits in the game now for the Wild.
Hot bats.
Back in front. 3 in the first, 2 in the third. The odd innings for the Wild have been productive. Rice digs back in with Myers at second. Looks at a strike on the outer half. It's 0-2. Rice with a walk, at least has been on base in the past 5 games. Enters on a 4-game hit streak, 1 hit in the past 4 games. That's a foul to keep her alive. Also had a pair of 3-game hit streaks earlier, so hit in every game except June 26th and June 19th. Pops it up. Vandemark, a hand held high to shield her face from the sun, and the visor helps too. That is out number 3 on the pop out. But 2 more runs score. A runner left on base.
So
A walk and 2 hits, and we head to
bottom of the third.
the bottom of the third
Bottom of
with
3.
the Wild up 5-3. Brooklyn House leading off against the new pitcher for the Wild. First pitch swung and line drive to left field, but Jada Montoya is there. Catch is made for out number 1.
Oh, wait. That is Montoya. Yeah.
Kenzie Warner making her 11th appearance, 2-1 with a save. 22 hits, 10 runs, 7 earned, 10 walks, 10 Ks, and a 1.75 ERA. Now faces Alex Garcia, who yesterday went 0 for 2. in the 8-1 defeat to the Ducktown Quacks. Swing and a foul. Bailey Honeycutt. Ooh, that one came off the screen and found the concrete off to her right.
That's funny.
Going all 5 innings. 4 walks, 3 Ks for Honeycutt.
Yep.
Wind up. And a strike eventually called down the inner edge against Garcia. 0-2. Took a while for the umpire to raise the fist.
Everybody pay attention.
The windup. Reaching forward is Garcia and fouling it away. Griffel now behind the plate for the Wild, and Comstock moves to first. Garcia has hit 2 hits in a game on 3 separate occasions. Looks at strike 3 outer half. Strikeout number 1 for Warner. Dylan Tapia yesterday with an RBI and a hit. A single for her and 2 at-bats. First pitch low and away for a ball. Two outs here, bottom of the 3rd. Tapia had a 4-hit streak going between the 25th and the 30th. 3 hits on the 25th, her season high against the Crush, all 3 singles. Then had a 2-hit game the next day. Another single on the 27th and 2 more on the 30th. 8 in 4 games was a good streak for Tapia, and looks at that one away for ball 1.
She had 2 fouls? What are we at? Okay,
1-1. Sent into the air, left center field. Dare gets to the spot, waits for it, and catches it. And it's a quick 3 up, 3 down for Warner here in the bottom of the 3rd. That'll take us to the top of the 4th, and we'll see what Garcia can do to settle down the Wild Bats as they lead 5-3. Egbert grounds it to the left side, and Allie Wolf throws it over to first, and that is out number 1. Egbert twice now is grounded out to third. Leah Griffel 0 for 1 as well with a ground out. And then Warner for the Wild here in the top of the 4th. Garcia brings it, and the catcher takes low for ball 1. Griffel 2-0 from Garcia.
How's it going, team manager?
Had her first inning against the Salty Waves on June the 14th. A double against the Crush on the 20th. Never single on the 23rd against the Quacks. And she got her last hit yesterday against the Crush, a single. Next pitch outside.
The only thing is these chairs do get freaking hot.
Griffel earns herself a walk, bringing up Warner. That's low for another ball. Griffel from Morgan Hill, California. Over at first for Warner. Another ball. So Garcia not find the zone here after getting a quick out. Warner popped up to second her last time up. Hits it right back to Garcia. Goes to second for 1. Vandermark. Low throw. Tapia, though, has it. And a 1-6-3 double play will retire the side.
Did Vandermark field it?
Pitcher. So 3 up, 3 down after a walk. Doesn't come back to hurt Garcia, and her team is coming to the plate. Well, at least her temporary team is coming to the plate, trailing by 2 when we return for the bottom of the 4th.
They never lie. Somebody's been lying to me my whole life. I didn't know.
Bailey Broncostaleja fouls the first pitch off from Warner. 0-1. Reach on error her last time up. Looks inside. Scooches back a little bit. 1-1. 0 for 2 was Bailey yesterday. Lineup. Slides beyond the plate. 2 balls and a strike. It's the bottom of the order here for the Salty Waves. Vandermark and Garcia to follow Bailey. He takes ball 3. 3-1. Hope you are getting set for a great 4th of July weekend. And the 3-1 hit left side, a single for Bailey Brown Castilleja, straight under the glove of Rice over at first. At third, excuse me. Third hit of the game for the Salty Waves. Vandermark 0 for 0 with a walk. Bat held high. Vandermark takes ball 1. Wild have the best team ERA as a staff, sitting at 2.25 entering the day. That one's low for ball 2. Throw down to first is not in time. Waves hitting 304 as a team entering the day with 111 hits. 36 extra base hits out of those. 29 doubles and 7 triples. Driving in 57 runs. Vandermark takes a strike.
I missed one. Don't.
Through 2 balls and a strike.
Let's go.
Delivery. 3-1. Runner on first. Leadoff single for Brand Castilleja. And a back-to-back single as Vandermark sends it straight into center. 4 hits for the Waves. They scored their 3 runs in the even inning. Of the second, the Wild scoring in the odds so far. In a 5-inning game that unfortunately does favor the Wild, who are ahead by 2, and Sofia Garcia, an RBI single her last time up. Was the bottom of the lineup that brought it to the top in the second. That's low for a ball. Brand Castilleja reaching on an error. Vandermark with a walk. Tapia took a walk. That loaded the bases. Garcia brought in 1 with her single. Has a 1-0 count in her favor. Low for a ball. 2-0. Warner rolls through. Ball 3. With that hit, Garcia had ended a 3-game hitless streak after having a 7-game hitting streak. That's in there, strike 1. At least 1 hit in every game from the 18th of June to the 27th, with 2 against the Quacks on June 18th. That's her season high. Pops it up, foul territory. No one's gonna get there. Comstock might have, but she rolled off a little divot there in the foul territory first base side. Almost went timber and over. Aboard with a walk is Garcia. That loads the bases. Foreman with a fly out. Her last time up, 0 for 1 with a walk. That came with the bases loaded as well. No outs here in the Bottom of the fourth. Inside, and everyone just missed. Warner asking where it missed. She felt that was right over the inner corner. The 1-0. Same spot. Same result. Umpire not liking that. It's 2-0.
Nothing worse.
On its way, hit right to Lardizabal, who will go to third, and the ball is kicked out of the glove by Vandermark. Fielder's choice RBI for Foreman, 5-4. If she had held on, Rice had her out, but the slide from Vandermark, leading leg, kicked the ball right out of her glove.
What a play.
Foreman picks up the ribby. That gives her 6 in the season. Kennedy Thompson, 2 RBI single her last time up. Could change the complexion of this game again. That's a strike on the outer half. 1 for 2. Thompson now with 13 hits. 8 runs batted in this summer. A foul. So she trails 0-2. From the island of Oahu, now playing on the VU softball field here in Costa Mesa. Vanguard headed out to Hawaii for the first time this year as that's popped up. Shallow center field, long run for Dare, and it's off her glove. It will turn into a fielder's choice. Owen Thompson with the defense napping goes to second. Tie game, 5-5, and an out. So Thompson will reach on a fielder's choice. Foreman out 8 unassisted. You don't see that often.
Wait, help me.
And Wolf fouls that one away. No.
Or fielder, fielder.
So, fielder's choice. 8 done. Safe. Out. Safe. Safe. Defensive indifference, which isn't true, but whatever.
Yeah.
So Thompson has 3 RBI in this game. That's strike 2 against Wolf. So now 9 runs batted in on the season for Kennedy. Stands at second. Garcia at third is a go-ahead run. Wolf swings, pokes it right back to Warner. Off a hop. Throw is completed. Out number 2.
Did
1-3, no in advance. Yep.
I always forget that you can do the back.
Pop out a line out for Brooklyn House, 0 for 2. If she could pick up her 12th hit of the summer, it would be a go-ahead RBI, but it's in foul territory, and Lardizabal behind third in foul ground makes the catch, and 2 runners are left on base. That's 5 left aboard. 2 hits in the inning, and a pair of fielders' choices have us at a tie game entering the top of the 5th.
the
Garcia to the top of the order. First pitch, a strike to Jada Montoya, who's 1 for 2, a single and a fly out. The top of the order has been doing the damage for the West Coast Wild. And the bottom order of the order for the Salty Waves, ground out to Garcia. Oh no, Tapia can't make the catch. An error by the first baseman puts Montoya aboard.
Where'd the ball go? Who fielded it?
Pitcher.
Error on Tapia?
Yes. Each team with an error. Manny Lardizabal hits it immediately to left field. An error and a hit. The 6th of the game for the Wild. Lardizabal 2 for 3 with a single and a double here today. Brings up Comstock, who's 0 for 2. In the top of the first and the third, the Wild send at least 5 players to the plate. Strike 1, outer half to Comstock. Well, each time the Waves have started in the second and fourth at the bottom of the order, they've done much the same. Garcia. High. Throw to Vandemark to force Montoya back. One and one. Pitch on its way. Hit right side, through into right field. Garcia will bring it home. The runner is coming home. Castilleja can't handle it. An RBI single, and on the lawn throw, the runners get to second and third. And now Lardizabal tries to score. Is tagged out by Brand Castilleja. It's 6-5 on the throw. Comstock ends up at second.
Oh, wait. Single. Then Montoya was safe.
Okay, yeah. So
And then Lardizabal.
safe.
On last play.
Play. You go on throw. You are
Out.
Undo.
You gotta finish it. Out.
Yep. Shoot.
On.
Double. Okay. Done. Pitch. Fly ball. Double. All right.
Sheesh. Thanks.
Harper Campanella with the 8th hit of the game for the Wild. Baines double into the right center gap, scoring Comstock, and Campanella aboard all 3 times. An RBI double and 2 walks has her at 1 for 1. McKenna Dare trying to go 3 for 3. 2 doubles so far. That would be 3 extra base hits potentially with another double. Swing and a miss. So 7-5. With 1 out as Lardizabal tagged out, running home by Brand Castilleja. Popped up, right center field. Thompson hustling, circling, making the catch. Campanella tags and goes to third. So Campanella to third. Dare down for the first time today, but 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 3 RBI and a stolen base. That's not a bad line. RBI single for Myers, her last time up with a line out, 1 for 2. This is the final inning. That's low for a ball. Not enough pitchers to go beyond here. 5's kind of the maximum. Unless someone kind of parachutes in. Myers left field, down for another RBI single. She has 2 and 3 RBI on the game, and it's 8-5. Rice a walk and a pump out. 0 for 1. Campanella picked up her 5th double. 9 for unbatted in. Strike 1 to Rice. Myers now on 14 hits. Has pocketed now 12 runs batted in this season. That's away for a ball. Bad throw into right field. And Myers scoots to second. Error 2.
I gotta pop out here for a second and run to the mail center before they close.
So Myers now vaults into second in the RBI race here this summer. That's his foul back. 1-2. Next pitch to Rice. Grounded. Vandemark backhands it. And throws it there in time. Good throw. But again, in the odd inning, the Wild used the top of the lineup to its full effect, using 4 hits to strike for 3 more runs. They lead 8-5 as we head to the final frame in the bottom of the 5th. Garcia, Tapia, Brancastelleja due up here for the Salty Waves against Mackenzie Warner, who's now in line for the win. Now the Waves have not scored in an odd inning here today, but they are headed towards the bottom half where they have gained traction to score their runs. So we'll see if the trend continues, or is it more the players up? And then the numbered inning. Bottom of the 5th, we're set to go. Mackenzie Warner brings it home, and that's hit high in the air left field. Montoya reaches up off her glove. Around first, headed to second, and Garcia in there safely with a second error puts Garcia on second. Tapia fly out on a walk, grounded foul. That pitch is away. Tapia with a runner in scoring position, trailing by 3, no outs. Warner kicks, steals, never foul. Warner has the ball, back on the right hip, has the sign. Griffel throwing him down. That's low. 3. Reach for, popped up, tailing to foul territory. Comstock can't find it. Never foul. So Tapia now asking the questions of Mackenzie Warner, who's trying to preserve a 3-run lead to inherit a win. Egbert will not factor in the equation. Two and two. The next one, never foul. Towards fire station on the right for that one. Next one, and another foul. So an 8-pitch at bat here for Tapia. A walk and a fly out and another foul. Tapia can't find a hit yet, but is working hard to try and help the Salty Waves erase the deficit. Never 2-2, ball 3, full count. Warner with the left leg back. Another one coming, hit to right field, holding up, could be 2 as it's caught, and the throw to second, gets by Lardizabal, bailing out Alex Garcia. Myers made the catch. Garcia was halfway to second, froze there, and a ball skipped past Lardizabal. Honor to go back and tag up safely. So 1-on-1 out. Castilleja, Rishon Aaron a single, 1 for 1. Swain's first pitch, foul territory right side, Comstock, Myers, nobody can find it. So it is 0-1. Bottom 3 hitters in the order have been aboard in some form or fashion. All 6 plate appearances. Castilleja at error and a single. Walk single for Vandermark. Walk single for Garcia. Called strike 2. So Bailey's in the hole 0-2. Warner set. Brings it home. Bunt shown. Pop foul. That will be strike 3. 2 gone. First pitch, Vandermark, high in the air, left field. Montoya has got it to retire the side, and that will do it here in the 5th. Your final score, the Wild 8 and the Waves 5 have the score flipped on the screen. It is actually 8-5 in favor of the home side. There you go. That is correct. Bright day out here. Hard to find the buttons. The totals for the game: 8 runs for the Wild on 9 hits, 2 errors, 4 runners left on base. The Waves, 5 runs, 4 hits, an error, and 6 runners left on base. Warner picks up the win, while Garcia will take the loss. Garcia now 0 for 2 as a pitcher for the Waves. And that draws her to 4 and 2 overall, while Warner improves to 3 and 1. Ball game time of an hour 20. 4 minutes top of the lineup, an RBI on a fielder's choice, a walk, and a pop out. 0 for 1. And a 2 RBI single, RBI fielder's choice, and pop out for Kenny Thompson. 1 for 2 with 3 runs batted in. 0 for 3 was Wolf and Brooklyn House. Reach on error was Garcia, otherwise 0 for 2. Walk and 2 flyouts for Tapia. Brand Castilleja, 1 for 2 with a strikeout and reach on error. A walk, single, and a flyout for Vandermark, 1 for 2. And 1 for 1 was Garcia and an RBI and a walk. For the Wild, Montoya, a single, reach on air, and a flyout, 1 for 2. Double, single, and a flyout for Larrazabal, 2 for 3. Pop up, flyout, and an RBI single for Austin Comstock, 1 for 3. Harper Campanella, 2 walks, and an RBI double, 1 for 1. McKenna Dare with 2 doubles, 3 runs batted in, and a stolen base, 2 for 3. It's up to between her and Myers for player of the game, and each had 3 RBI. Myers had 2 singles on a line out, but because she drove in the winning runs, we'll give her the nod. A walk and pop-out ground out for Lily Rice, 0 for 2. 0 for 2 was Egbert, 0 for 1 was Griffin with a walk, and 0 for 2 was Warner. Justin Burtis, thanking you so much for being here on this Thursday morning before the 4th of July. Again, we'll be back on Monday. No games Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And we will see you on Monday morning for 2 more. Or stick around in about an hour or a little more, depending upon how the players get here and get warmed up. We'll have the Ducktown Quacks and the Orange County Crush. We will see you later.